I could not sleep all night because I could not stop thinking about what happened yesterday at an amusement park that me and my family went to, and I literally am coming to the internet for help. If you guys have been following me, you'll know that me and my family, my husband and our 3 baby girls, are visiting Los Angeles, California from Dallas, Texas. We're staying with my older sister and her family, and yesterday we decided to all go to Knott's Berry Farm Amusement Park. My niece and nephew, who are teenagers, they do like a hybrid homeschool program, so some days they don't like have to physically go into school, so we thought it'd be a good idea to go on a weekday. We probably got there, I would say, around 11 a.m., and then we ended up leaving at 3 p.m., but right before we left, at like 2:20, the weirdest thing happened. So around 2 o'clock, we basically did our last rides, and we decided that we wanted to get some funnel cake before we left. So we walked to this like certain area of the park, and I'll be honest, it wasn't like a very populated area of the park, if that makes sense, because there's so many different pockets. We got some funnel cake, and then we just found like a random area to sit down. And I think like the area where we were, a lot of the like props and like little stores and stuff weren't open yet, because those open like an evening time or something like that, if that makes sense. So I'm basically like giving my littlest baby a snack. My sister and her husband are like eating their funnel cake. My niece and nephew are eating their funnel cake. And there's like maybe a couple people like walking by here and there. So after about probably 10 minutes of sitting there, a girl who looks to be about 15 or 16, she had dark curly hair. She was a little bit heavier set. She walks directly up to our party, and she looks at my brother-in-law and she goes, do you know where the restroom is? Now, I will say immediately it was weird because it was like she was struggling to get her question out. But like I said, keep in mind there was other people around, but not like,
Yeah, I noticed that when she was just like saying like she was just like, do you know? I didn't know if she was doing that on purpose or not, but okay, she was.
in our area, but she came like directly over to our group. So immediately my brother-in-law said, "No, I'm not sure." And we all though like immediately sensed something was off, because she kind of looked like scared or panicked or sick. And so me and my sister's like immediate reaction, well, everyone really, but we were like, "Are you okay?" But she didn't answer. She kind of like hurried off walking. And she didn't really answer us. And then my sister goes, "Oh, maybe she's feeling sick from the ride and she needs the bathroom." So the weird thing is we kind of noticed that there was like a couple people, kids around her age or maybe a little older, that were kind of like walking with her, but kind of apart from her, like in a weird following way. So she kind of like goes down the little strip that she was walking. She doesn't ask anyone else anything. It looks like she kind of does a lap or a loop, and then she kind of comes back. But the whole time she's looking very fidgety. She's looking around. So when she comes back down, my husband asks her, like, "Are you okay? Like, is someone following you?" And here's the kicker, you guys. She goes something like that, but doesn't stop to talk, doesn't say anything. At this point, we're kind of like getting more animated because we're all like really concerned, and we do see that there's like this group of people that are maybe like lingering, group of boys that are a little older than her. So she walks kind of back past us again very quickly, and she goes into this little like restaurant area. Me and my sister have watched too many Datelines and things like that, so we're like very concerned, and everyone agrees in our party that something was off. So my sister decides to just walk into the restaurant where she went. So my sister goes into the restaurant, she comes back, and she tells us that the girl sits at a table with kids that looked around her age or older, but there was one adult woman sitting at the table. So my sister walks in and she says to the girl, "Are you okay? Can I talk to you for a minute?" And immediately when she says that, the adult that's sitting with the girl puts her hand in front of the girl and says, "Why?" And my sister goes, "Oh, like, she just told us that she wasn't feeling well. I just wanted to see if she's okay." And the lady goes, "Oh, okay." Never once looks at the girl. No one else in the table talks. And she doesn't even question my sister as to, like, when did she...
Right, like Is this the mom? Is this the goddamn teacher that's on the student trip? Like who? Like you just gonna let the little girl walk off with the stranger?
Say that, or like, are you okay? Anything like that. And the girl just looked deer in headlights, my sister says. So my sister comes back out and she's like, no, I did not get a good feeling about that. And I was like, we need to go at least tell like the manager of the restaurant area that like something is weird. So we go back into the restaurant, me and my sister, and we see like the hostess and we're like, hey, is the manager here? Honestly, the hostess was like, why? Like she was completely and we're like, there's a time sensitive issue that we need to talk to the manager about. So while she goes to get the manager, it's weird because the table of people saw us again, and the girl, the original girl, gets back up, but this time she gets back up and she's like followed by 3 other people that seem to be in the party or around. And she goes back out, and here's the thing, you guys, I'm gonna try to input a photo because after this all happened, by the way, like we were just like going back and forth in our head, like trying to be like, okay, did we all see the same thing? Like, do we all feel the same way? And as she's walking out of the restaurant, I swear, you guys, she does the like hand signal, you know, the universal hand signal for help. It's like something like this.
Oh shit.
And she puts her hand behind her back and she does it like 2 or 3 times. And as she's walking out with the one other girl, they aren't like talking to each other. They're like walking next to each other, but they're just kind of like aimlessly walking back and forth. And it was just really, really weird.
I ain't gonna lie, I gotta get my I gotta learn about that hand signal stuff. I would have thought the girl was just doing something with her hands. I didn't know there was like a little signal, you know what I mean?
And it actually really scares me to think about it because now, like when we got home, we like replayed everything. We were like, we really feel like she was doing the universal hand signal for help. So anyways, at that point, we decide to try to find park security. I felt like there was no park security. You know how like Disneyland, there's like park security everywhere. There's like undercover cops, like all of that. At Knott's Berry Farm, I did not really feel like there was security anywhere. So we go to like find an information booth and we finally find security. And so we're telling them all this, and I do feel like they took it very seriously.
Okay.
And so I'm just hoping that they went and investigated the situation. But excuse me, it wasn't until we got back home and we just kind of like powwowed and like reviewed everything, and we were like, that was so not okay. Like we decided that we feel like she was under the influence of something because she really could not communicate. She like literally couldn't talk to us. We feel like she did the universal hand signal. We also felt like the one adult at the table was weird, that she didn't want to let the girl talk. And I just feel like it was a weird...
Oh, I thought she
You know, we
did.
hope it's not like a human trafficking situation.
Oh, I thought she did let the girl talk. I thought when she put her hand, like, what you want to talk to her for, and she said, oh, I just want to talk to her because she said she wasn't feeling well or something. I thought the girl said, okay. Am I tweaking?
But it was definitely very weird. And then none of the kids, like the whole time we saw any of them, like had any belongings, any phones, any bags, like nothing. They also were all mostly wearing black, and it was just really weird. I'm gonna try to see if I can insert a photo and you guys can tell me what you think, but I just feel like we're like at a loss, and we were literally trying to look at like missing persons database, but like where do you start? There's unfortunately so many kids on that database, but it's just really scary. So yeah, let me know what you guys think, or if you have any questions that you feel like we could answer to kind of just like break down the situation. But yeah, I'll try to input a photo.
Okay, let's see the photo. All right, so we have the photo here. We have a kid here. Wait. What the hell am I looking at? Okay. I see a head here, a head here. Oh, let me show y'all. Y'all see the hand signal? Right here. Interesting. It's a pretty big girl. She looks just as tall as the adult. I'm assuming this is an adult right here. Um, I would think people who are human trafficking aren't taking the goddamn kids to a public place, right? What do y'all think? But we do see a sign right here, like she's doing something with her hand. We do see that. What do y'all make of that right there?
But I did want to come on here and respond to some of the comments. The video is
So somebody say I'm a little confused why 911 wasn't called. I mean, yeah, why wasn't 911
gaining
called?
a lot of attention, which was what my hope was in posting it. It was to bring awareness to the situation. And who knows, like maybe someone has more information, someone could confirm something. And so, yeah. So keep in mind that when I told that story to you guys, that was hindsight bias, right? Like I was able to tell it in a logical, sequential manner in which things made sense and things were pieced together. But in the moment, things were not pieced together like that. Like all the people in my party, we all had like different perspectives and like different
Right, they was a little confused. They didn't know what to do. I see.
parts of it. So it wasn't until like way later when we all like left the park and we were all talking about it that we kind of like pieced everything together. One really important thing, the picture that I showed you guys, we did not take the photo because we thought she was doing the hand signal. We actually were just taking the photo to get a reference of what she looked like so that we could do a proper description to like security or police or whoever it was that we were going to notify. And then it wasn't until later that we re-pulled up the photo and we were like, oh my gosh, we think she's doing the hand signal. And then that's what jogged my memory. And I'm like, I feel like I saw her put her hand behind her back a couple times. Unfortunately, like that was just not top of mind because that's not like something that's second nature to me. I do not take this situation lightly at all. Like, I'm a mom of 3 kids under 6, 3 girls under 6. Secondly, we didn't feel like we needed to call 911. There wasn't anyone like actively being hurt at the time, like hurt or like in imminent danger. And so we would think that the like natural progression would be to notify park security. I also want to confirm that they were in the restaurant confirmed when we notified park security because me and my sister went to notify, my husband and my brother-in-law went back to confirm that they were still in the restaurant. And when we told security everything, they did say they were going to perform a wellness check. Update, the next day I did reach out and I provided the photo to security because I was like, you guys can use the timestamp and pull footage if you need to, but they were not able to confirm anything about the situation. They did take the photo and they were like, this is our text line, but they said they couldn't confirm anything, good, bad, nothing. So yeah. In the future, you know, from what you guys are saying, like I feel like maybe it doesn't hurt to call 911, but at the time, you know, when she first approached us, we thought maybe she was sick or maybe she was on the spectrum. That's what prompted us to follow her into the restaurant. But it wasn't until my sister kind of saw the woman's reaction and that the girl didn't speak that we were really like red flagged. And like I said, we didn't notice at the time she was doing the hand signal and ignore her. That would be insane. So yeah, but I just like my hope with this is that it brings awareness and maybe, you know, if she is in danger, someone can see this, you know? I don't know. But
All right. Hopefully the little girl wasn't in trouble. Like I say, I think that would have been, unless you do got people who get comfortable in doing certain stuff. But I'm like, why would you take an abducted kid to a goddamn public place? You know what I mean? I would think those kids never see the public. You know what I'm saying? But you never know. But hopefully this wasn't the case here. You know what I'm saying? I definitely wish 911 would have been called, or hopefully the not the campus, the whoever security, not whoever the security that was on the goddamn premises, hopefully they maybe have contacted the police or something like that, and hopefully everything turned out to be okay with the little girl. You know what I'm saying? What do y'all think about the little sign that she was given um in that photo? It did look kind of weird. You know what I'm saying? I've never seen like a sign like that, like a national help sign. Let me actually Google that real quick. A national, I think that's what she called. National like help me sign. Let's see. Let me see. Ooh, actually, signal for help. Oh shit, there is a signal for help. It's like it's like this. Help me. Y'all see me? Help me. Help me. Help me. So she did it behind her back. So there is a national sign like that. I just learned something new. Y'all could just put in Google national help me sign and y'all will see it. Or you can just go by my word, take my word for it. It's like this. Boom. Help me. Help me. All right. So hopefully, like I say, I pray that the girl wasn't abducted or anything like that. This wasn't some goddamn what do you call that shit? Abduction or anything. You know what I'm saying? So uh definitely it was different perspective, so I get it. You know what I'm saying? They did do something though. They did try to go up to the little girl, talk to her. They did try to call the security. So hopefully everything turned out all right. Hopefully they was on a school trip or something. You know what I'm saying? And maybe the girl was maybe on the special spectrum a little bit, maybe, but I don't know. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments below. But hopefully everything was all right and it was a school trip. Damn, didn't this campus security or the security people didn't know if this was a school trip or something like that. They said that it was a couple of more kids around in the area. So was this a school trip? Was the white the yellow school bus in the parking lot? You see what I'm saying? Like what's going on? Was this a school trip? How were all these kids transported? You see what I'm saying? So and what was on this side of the bus? Was this a school name? You know what I'm saying? What was it? A van? What is it? What the hell? You know what I'm saying? So y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments below. Hopefully the little girl is all right. We couldn't see the girl face from the photo, but we did see the, you know what I'm saying, the back. So I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Smash the like button on your way out of here, and I will catch y'all on the next one. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments below. All right. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Make sure y'all subscribe to both Storytime channels. We Still Hustle Daily and We Still Hustle Daily 2, the number 2. Tap in with me. All right. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all. It's your boy Ray. Big play. Peace.